We have so many things to get done today. I'm actually sitting at Home Goods right now, or waiting on it to open. Em's is hanging out here with me. I gotta run in. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of new bedding. We have a squishy. We found it at the car wash this morning. It's for Bricky's birthday. Anyways, I'm about to go into Home Goods and get some new linens because my mother-in-law is coming into town tomorrow.
And it's Gammy.
And her name is Gammy. And because my son's room, James's room, is our guest bedroom, and so we definitely want to have like
and my
nice.
brother's bedroom is turning in a guest room.
That's right.
Gammy.
That's right. So we're gonna make it nice and cozy for her with fresh linens and bedding.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna set that aside so that no one touches it.
And nice fruits and water and M&Ms.
Oh, you think we should put that out for her? Some M&Ms and some water and some fruit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Because when we've been watching on a TV TikTok toy family, and the neighbor was coming, and then put M&Ms and fruits and water.
Oh, Tic-Tac-Toy did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Tic-Tac-Toy.
Were you inspired by Tic-Tac-Toy family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Tic-Tac-Toy family, so I want to do that.
Okay. I'm going to set all that bedding aside too so that we only use it when guests come into town because we definitely need that separation. I already have like separate guest towels because our towels get gross. Yeah. We've already got so much done today. I went and dropped off some donations, got the car nice and cleaned out because it was gross as per usual because we eat all the time in here. Yes. Can you put that back though, please? Mm-hmm. Then we're going to go home and work on getting the house cleaned up, getting the guest bedroom transformed. I also would like to bake an apple cake. I don't know that I'm going to have time for that. I've also got to run to Target and pick up some things to make that space really inviting. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to go ahead and head in. I was looking for a subtly feminine comforter, and this one from Vera Wang seemed to fit the bill. However, there was another one from Target that I liked as well that I looked at a couple days before this, so I wanted to get this one home in somewhat style just to see if I was going to want to return it for the Target one. I also was picking up a new super soft blanket. I was really torn between trying to unify the bedding to the blue headboard, but ultimately I decided to take a risk with the purple blanket because it was so much softer than the white one. I also wanted to get some large pillows to layer in for a cozy, comfortable look, and it would also help to make the color palette a little bit more neutral, hiding the headboard a bit. Home Goods was just stocking all of their Christmas decor, and I was too tempted because there were so many cute things, but ultimately I resisted the temptation and left without a single Christmas piece. Are you guys already picking up Christmas decor here and there? Leave a Christmas tree emoji in the comments if you are. I'll probably wait until November, but I do go back and forth because I feel like it's just so picked through the longer you wait. Now we're back home, and I decided to go ahead and trial run the bed before I clean the room, just in case I needed to go back out and swap anything. So we're just pulling all of James's bedding off, and we're going to go ahead and put on some fresh sheets and then get this bedding put on to see how I like it.
When it feels like I'm lying every time someone asks how it goes, and I save the details that actually mean something. Welcome to friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then
This was the other bedding from Target I was thinking. This is from Studio McGee, and I really loved it in person while I was shopping at Target, but I didn't get it, and I went home and looked at the pictures online with a bed made up in it, and just comparing it to the Vera Wang one, I feel like they're very different vibes altogether. The Studio McGee one is a little more French country, and the Vera Wang is just slightly more glam. And while I appreciate both vibes, I feel like for a guest space, I just wanted it to feel a little bit more luxurious, and I thought that the Vera Wang comforter did that a little bit better. And especially because we have a board and batten in here, I feel like with board and batten, a room can look nautical, it can look really luxurious, or it can look more country. And so the comforter was definitely going to determine that. And so again, we went with the Vera Wang comforter. So now I'm just getting it set up here at this point just to make sure that I really did like it and wasn't going to return it, and also so you guys can see what it looks like. But later on, I'm going to get this all washed up and prepared for my mother-in-law.
I'm not gonna wake up
Now that the bed's done, I'm moving on to James' nightstand so we can get a tray of goodies set up for Gammy. And this reminds me that I really need to order his bookshelves for his wall because we always have piles of books everywhere. So I'm actually going to stop right now and do that. Okay, so bookshelves have been ordered. Anyways, I'm using this white tray from the dollar spot at Target that I got a couple months ago, and to it I'm just going to add some Smart Water, and then I'm also going to add a face mask, a face cleanser, lotion, and a lip balm. I also included a hazelnut chocolate bar and some almonds. And now I'm going to get to work on tidying up his closet a bit so I can move his clothes around to make sure that Gammy had a section where she could hang her clothes. And the nightstand I was just cleaning up. I actually picked that nightstand up earlier this year in Savannah. I've talked about it before if you've seen those videos, but Dustin and I actually just got back from Savannah yesterday. It was our first parents weekend away where I haven't been pregnant, and we had an absolute blast. I wish we would have had like one more full day, but it's okay. We had a really good time, and we were hoping to find another piece like that nightstand. It's from Jer's Antiques, and I'm going to insert footage from our trip throughout this video. That place, Jer's Antiques, is absolutely crazy. There's an entire floor for just chairs. Unfortunately, though, they didn't have a lot of end tables, at least any end tables that weren't too short. I wanted something a little bit taller, and I really love the legs on this one here. And we were also looking for maybe some nightstands for our bedroom, but we just didn't find anything. But it was still fun to go look around there. Everything is so cool.
Forever, and so does me and you.
And now I'm working on getting the laundry room cleaned and organized first because I had so much laundry to do. Not only am I doing that bedding right now, but I had probably 8 to 10 baskets of laundry to get done before we left for Savannah. I actually didn't get it all done. I thankfully had a girlfriend come over and help me with it for like 4 hours, but there's still multiple baskets of laundry. So there's, of course, always going to be another girl get that laundry done video because it's inevitable. And so right now I'm just getting this folding surface cleaned off. I'm actually thinking about doing one of those marble, I don't know, it's not a wrap, but lacquer on it. Have you guys seen that? It's on YouTube Shorts and TikTok where people are making their countertops, even over granite sometimes, look like marble. And I think it would be a really good, easy upgrade in this space because I don't have any intentions of actually changing that surface out to a whole new surface. I just think it's kind of pointless. So I do think that that would be a nice upgrade, but let me know what you think or if you have any other suggestions for that area. And now I'm getting the ottoman cleaned off. This is something I have to steam clean regularly. And if you're parents, I'm sure you know why. So just getting that cleaned off. And I actually plan on moving this into the girls' room. I have decided to go ahead and do that. I wasn't sure at first because the kids do sleep on it in our room, but I think we're just going to get some of those fold-up mats to kind of keep under the bed and go ahead and move this over to their room. I think it'll look really nice in there, and we should start that project this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. We're redecorating their whole bedroom. They're getting a new bed. We're painting. We're going to do wallpaper, but that's going to have to come probably in like a month or so because we can't put wallpaper up until the new paint has been up for a month. That's how they say to apply it. So we're going to follow that rule just to be safe. And now I'm working on getting this bathroom deep cleaned, and we're also going to work on the linen closet here. It's definitely not finalized or anything. I don't even think I got a final shot of it, but it was just a little bit out of hand. I originally had all the girls' products in a shoe organizer, and I just didn't think that they needed access to all these products. They ended up everywhere, all over the counters and the floors. Specifically, Emma Rose, would pull things out of there. So I'm switching it over to these wicker baskets, and I'm going to put them up high, and then we're going to use the shoe organizer in an unconventional way. And I think that this could be a really great idea for those of you that have kiddos. It could go in the closet or in the linen closet, how it is here. But I do think that a shoe organizer is a really great organizing tool if you can kind of get creative. So I'm going to show you that in just a few minutes.
Sorry, don't call me 'cause I'm gonna be on break. Sunny day, make way. All the stress and doubt, yeah, not today. Feels like it's been a freaking decade.
I also had these paper trays sitting in the garage, and I thought that these would be a good way to have some of the items displayed that I do want the girls to access on a regular basis. So these will be kept down low, so that will be their brushes, hair ties, headbands, and some of their bows. And then I also have kind of a little bowl, actually the bowl that's sitting behind this tray, full of like lip glosses and things that they do like to use on a more regular basis. So now we're just going to get that shoe organizer cleaned out, and then we're going to start putting all of their dress up stuff in there. this. So again, you could hang this, on the back of a closet door or bedroom door, and it's just such a great way to organize dress-up clothes. I have organized dress-up clothes in every single way you could possibly imagine. Right now they were in like a little bin, but they just never stayed in that bin. I've had them hung up before. They never stay hung up. So I did this again. So this was like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and they have maintained it and put them back so far. And also MROs can't reach to pull every single one out. And I do like that because sometimes, especially if they're in a bin, she's looking for something in particular and pulls everything else out. So this allows her to easily see what she actually wants to use and just pull that one thing out. So this is a big win. And then you're going to see here in just a minute to the bottom of it, I'm going to add some crowns. We had another box of crowns and those again just ended up everywhere. So this is going to help them just to stay a little bit more organized.
I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive. If you hadn't run away every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. No, you didn't know me.
Now I'm getting started on the kids' playroom, and truly most of this is my mess. I was in the middle of getting all of their off-season clothes out so I can switch over their spring and summer clothes to their fall and winter clothes. And that's part of the reason I had so much laundry this week, is because I was washing all of that off-season clothing, and I haven't finished that project. Hopefully I'll get that done this week so I can figure out if we actually need to add anything into our wardrobe or if we're good to go with what we had from last season. So anyways, now I'm just working on getting this cube system organized a little bit better. Now the only toys that the kids actually keep in here are their stuffies and bigger doll items, or just bigger items in general, because I do keep all of their smaller items in specific size containers up in their closet where I only have access to them. And I do this so that I can kind of not only make sure that our inventory doesn't get out of control, but so that our entire house isn't just completely overrun with toys, so much so that we can't walk or we can't find what we're looking for. So this really works well for us. On the off chance that I can't get a bin down for them and sit with them while they play and make sure everything is cleaned up properly, they have all of these things that they can play with whenever they want to, and that works really well for us. Now this space in general though is kind of in limbo a little bit because it may become Brooke's room or it may just be forever a media/playroom. We're really not sure yet, so this space isn't really getting any upgrades in the foreseeable future. We ended up getting into Savannah later than we expected, so we had to quickly check in, change, and then head out for our dinner reservations and our evening tour. We ended up ending the tour at the same karaoke bar my sister and I went to last time, and it was a blast. The next morning, or afternoon I should say, we ate breakfast at Little Duck Diner, which was great just like last time. I had a crab, spinach, and tomato omelet this time, and Dustin had a croissant sandwich. Later that afternoon, we had lunch at Wright Square Bistro. I absolutely love the entire atmosphere here. The fresh roses on every table, the charming decor has this blue color that I need to put somewhere in my house. I love it, and the food is always spectacular. Isn't this van so cool? I believe it's from like the 1920s. I could not get enough of it and instantly started to try to source it for my house, although I don't know that it makes sense. Anyways, I ended up getting a wedge salad from them and then some shrimp corn chowder, and it was absolutely delicious. The bacon was a little burnt, but I like my bacon that way, so I'm definitely not one to complain, but all the ingredients was super fresh and very, very good. Later that afternoon, we walked around, went to some antique stores, and then for dinner, we actually canceled our French reservations and ended up going with Italian, which we enjoyed as well. Anyways, now I'm just working on getting some of our winter hats and scarves and things into a little bit nicer of a bin since they're going to sit out, and get that zipped up. And then this is everything that I have left over that I need to deal with after cleaning out the room.
So nice.
The morning before we left, we walked around and then we ate at Collins Quarter, which I highly recommend. I got the breakfast short rib, so delicious. And then Dustin got biscuits and gravy, I think, but really good. Probably the best vanilla latte I've ever had my entire life. Anyways, now I'm just getting some of those items up that I don't need to keep out into the attic. And I have my little helper who's handing me things, which made it so much easier. Thank you, Brooke. She's always such a big help. And then we're gonna get that put up. And this is kind of the final product of hopefully how this room will just stay on a regular basis until we figure out what we're doing with it. And then now I'm getting to work on all of this laundry. I had so much to do. This is just a little bit more footage of us just kind of walking around for the day. There was another antique store that I really wanted to go to, but it didn't open until noon and we really needed to get back. It's supposed to be like a 3.5 hour drive, but it ended up being, well, to get in was 5.5 hours. The traffic was so bad. And then on the way back, it ended up being 4.5 because we took back roads to not get hung up in like 2-hour traffic delays. So anyways, now I'm just cleaning up the bathroom, and that is going to be it for this video. We ended our day by kind of taking some selfies in the park with that good lighting and just got a little bit weird. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, bye.